Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'd like to talk about a very cool manifestation of mine. And I intend this story is going to inspire you to test the laws for yourself. Also, and to test the laws starting not from a SP manifestation, a new house manifestation, a brand new career manifestation, but rather smaller, quote unquote. Although there is no big manifestation, there is no small manifestation. However, it's because it truly depends on what kind of limiting beliefs and if unconsciously you're even capable of this manifestation. If you're unconsciously capable of manifesting this specific item or situation, then you don't have to do a thing. All you needed to do was a thought, in my experience. So in this case, I'm gonna talk about what I did, what I didn't do in this manifestation, in all these bridges of incidents played out for me to get my whole cake. So this was back in September. I really wanted a whole cake, and being a person who doesn't even eat cakes all that much, and I just wanted to experience a whole cake all to myself. I just really loved the idea of that. So that's what I allowed myself to ask for. So I asked life for it. I moved into a place, I found a place which was the very first place I started living in after 11 months of being homeless. So I moved into that place, and this Korean bakery was close by. Because I brought it up is because I specifically want this cake from this bakery. But sometimes it could be not, the cake was not made in that morning. So that's something I don't really like about the place. The freshness is just not there. So what I did was I went to, because they don't have this specific bakery in every suburb, which is probably 3-4 in the whole city. So anyways, I went there with the intention to buy it potentially, but I just really needed to check the freshness of that cake. So I walked in, I didn't like the freshness it showed. It looked a little dry. So I walked out, and I just trusted someday I'm going to get it. When I walked out, I set the intention. It didn't mean I will get it for free, or I will get it with the money, my money to buy it. I didn't even, my mind didn't even go there. I just knew I would be able to have one day. So fast forward 6 weeks later, as we agreed, I moved out of that place and moved into a place that I would be living another 6 to 7 weeks. And then, so this was short, just a quick under 2 months accommodation that I found. They were homes, so I had roommates. So the second one, I supposed to also live there for about 6 weeks. However, I didn't really like the setup. So after 2 weeks, I moved out. I found myself a place, the house I have been living in for the past almost 5 months. So anyways, I was about to move out from the first accommodation. In that suburb, they had that bakery. I didn't really like the freshness of the cake. I moved on. I moved across the city absolutely another direction, which had nothing to do with the previous suburb or even direction. So 2 weeks later, I moved out from the second accommodation. I moved into this house. The second week after I moved in, my roommate is, I found out my roommate is a manager, or maybe something just under manager, supervisor in a warehouse, in a cake warehouse, which is one of the biggest brands in the whole country, and it's obviously it's trusting brand. But I never tasted that brand. I didn't really know anything about it. I just one day opened the fridge. There were 2 whole cakes in it. I didn't really put too much thoughts on that either. I just, being a picky eater, I don't even know if I didn't know if I would like I didn't know if it was something like weird. Red velvet, or black forest, that's just not my cake. I'm picky like that. So anyways, he asked me, and I came out of my room, he asked me if I like cakes. I said yes, but it depends on the flavors. So he opened the boxes, the lids. One was a cheesecake, which is absolutely one of my favorite cakes to eat, and the other is, you guessed it, strawberry fresh cream. I saw that cake and I just, specifically strawberry fresh cream, I just knew a manifestation came about. But I was interested in seeing how much I would get. So he took his knife out, he cut one cut, each for each cake, one cut, and he gave me half of the strawberry cream and half of the cheesecake. So I ended up having 2 flavors in one whole cake. I finished that thing possibly under 2 days. I think under 2 days. I was super happy. It had been a long time, and the manifestation came in fresh because I just moved into this new place. We didn't even talk that much because we had our own timetable, we had our own routine, and being in the working in the cake warehouse, he had to leave the house around just before 4 a.m. to do his shift. So we didn't even see each other all that much. I didn't stop him from being generous and offering me a whole cake, and for myself to get my manifestation. It was absolutely delightful. Came out from thin air. Yes. So the reason. So let's talk about how this manifestation came about, right? The bridges of incidents, bits and pieces. I to this day I don't know the details. I don't know how he got 2 cakes in one go. Even he works there, but I didn't see him the past 5 months. I didn't see him bringing home no more than possibly 3-4 times. So that's not a regular thing. So for me to moving into this place the second week, for me to get that was absolutely my manifestation coming into fruition. So first of all, after I asked for the cake in September, after I set the intention walking out of the bakery, I wasn't checking any other bakery to see if they had anything I liked. I wasn't eagerly eating cake, period. I wasn't in doubt. I wasn't in fear of when it would be coming, because it's a cake anyways. So you don't really, at least in my case, I didn't put any importance on that on that manifestation. I just didn't really care, you could say. So, and also, for me, I know for a fact, unconsciously, I am super capable of manifesting food in general. Money, food in general, super easy for me to bring into my physical reality, into experience. I've manifested cups and cups and cups free coffee, and sometimes I would manifest 2-3 cups in one setting, in one go. I just have this core belief about this belief system is people love to give me what I like to eat and drink. I just do have that ever since when I was a kid. So it doesn't matter if I was unconsciously I'm saying this is not to say, if you are not unconsciously capable, then you need to then it's not there's no go for you. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you just need to have this intention. For example, if you want a new car, you want something that is slightly bigger than a cup of coffee, although, as I mentioned, not to repeat myself, their manifestation doesn't have big one or small one. Manifesting a specific person, the person you love to hold to be your husband, to be your wife, has the same quote-unquote difficulty or easiness when it comes to manifesting a cup of coffee. So they're the same. So yes, what is something you want to manifest now? You're gonna set the intention that you get to experience that. It's your worthiness, quote unquote, issue when it comes to being able to experience any situation. Do you see yourself experiencing? Do you see yourself enjoying a free cup of coffee? Do you see yourself enjoying a free ride, going to your favorite restaurant to pick up your Uber Eats order? So that's what I manifested as well. I just specifically wanted a free ride, and it had to be a sports car. It was a fun manifestation. That is for another video. So try this out. This is not for you to straight away manifest a specific person, a new career. No, this is not a reminder of that. However, this is something to build your manifestation muscle. Manifesting muscle is to try to test the laws out yourself, starting with quote-unquote small manifestation. So you build more confidence in yourself. Then you can go ahead manifesting quote-unquote bigger manifestation for you. That is just meaning bigger or smaller. It just depends on your belief system. You have this perspective and all these twisted ways to see yourself as being unworthy and being worthy to experience that. And it's such an egoic thing to even determine yourself as being quote unquote fit or unfit for your manifestation. And I'm saying being egoic about this is not being egotistical, is not in a negative way. We need to we need to have and evolve into a healthy ego. So you see yourself as being worthy, deserving of your manifestation. Being egotistical and egoic it's not a bad thing. We need to integrate that ego So that helps us to experience what we truly desire in daily life. That is where the work is at. So yes, try it out, starting relatively smaller, with relatively smaller manifestation, and test it out. For people that have not manifested a cup of coffee or a bag of biscuit, start from there. Have fun with your intention, your desire to experience this specific manifestation. It should be fun. Manifesting should be fun. Yes, so blessings.